Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Now, the Timberwolves last season made the playoffs for just the second time in 18 seasons. All-star Karl-Anthony Towns says this team wants to play defense and wants to be great. We're building an identity and culture, and every day we got to work at it and cement it. Kevin, they could finally be onto something.
I hope they are, and I hope he is. He's a terrific all-star. Trending well for sure, Dave. Thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Montrezl Harrell, Tyrese Maxey out there with Harden, and there's Embiid, and it's Harris in at the small forward spot. And for Minnesota, two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Fred VanVleet out there with Edwards, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. It's a battle of the bigs. Two fantastic centers, Clark, in this matchup tonight. Some throwback basketball.
Well, you know, there was a time, Kevin, when centers dominated the league. And as you said, tonight we're going to throw it back to those days.
Now here's Edwards. Anunoby with it. Now defended by Embiid. Anunoby, good.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Pass to Harrell. Just 5 on the clock. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Edwards passes to VanVleet. Now Anunoby. Timberwolves passing it around. Edwards can't hit. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
There aren't many players with a quicker first step than Tyrese Maxey.
And I love the way he uses it to his advantage, Greg. I mean, he's got an athletic advantage over most of the guys that are defending him, and he'll exploit it every chance he gets. But that quick first step and fearlessness, lethal combination.
And that one misses. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
And he sinks the second.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Now the pass to VanVleet. Now Towns jacks up a 3. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist.
How many 6'11" guys in this league can do that? Towns is a unicorn. Awesome ability to catch and let it fly.
Now here's Harden. Providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. The 3 drills the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Edwards. Back to VanVleet. Pass to Anunoby for 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here is Harris. His last outing, he had 8 points. Kicks it out to Harden. VanVleet against Maxey. Embiid wide open. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, you know, that's the kind of competitive spirit Embiid plays with. I mean, if you knock one down on him, he's looking for you the next trip down.
Anunoby against Harris. Outside Edwards. Gobert. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Anthony Edwards. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. On the wing, Harden. Harris against Anunoby. 5 on the clock. Harris inside. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Here's Van Vliet, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Free throw good, Van Vliet. And for tonight, the focus is on playoff positioning. It's an important late regular season game in front of us.
Yeah, it's hard to dismiss the magnitude of these games, Kevin. They're huge. I mean, they can decide home court advantage in the postseason. And, you know, sometimes that's the difference in winning a series, home court advantage.
And so Van Vliet nails both of them.
Hey, there's no denying the direction in Philly. They want to win now. The Sixers have an attitude coming from their front office that they want to get it done now, and I like seeing that.
Now here's Harrell. He had 10 points in the win against Indiana. Anunoby against Harris. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Timberwolves leading by 5. Right side Towns. Passes it to Van Vliet. Tries from 16, and that one good. And for the 76ers organization, the expectation is, of course, Clark, a championship.
And that's where the expectation should be when you have a potential MVP in Joel Embiid. I mean, he's been an MVP candidate multiple seasons in a row. I think the Sixers should be thinking tight.
Anunoby. Rebound by the 76ers.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Here's Maxey. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Second team foul.
The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Noel, he's checked in for Minnesota. Maxey hits them both. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Now Embiid, after OG Anunoby missed from long range. Here's Harden, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Surgical precision from Harden, demonstrating his sick handles one more time.
Pass to Anunoby for the three. Unable to get that one. And Philadelphia the other way now. Harris against Anunoby. Harris kicks to Harrell. The pass to Maxey. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. 5 points in the game.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Van Vliet outside. Anunoby with it. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Shoots the three. That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Towns.
And count on Van Vliet to hit that three-point shot. He's an efficient scorer from beyond the arc.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl-Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Here they come. Now heading to the floor.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the 76ers also making a change. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Harris. Harrell kicks to Harden. Shoots over Van Vliet. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 7 points. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Anunoby finds Van Vliet. The kick out to Towns. And falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Towns has got his second bucket of the night.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now here's Harden. Count it. Good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Anderson. Rebound by Harrell.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Maxey passes to Harrell. He can't get it to go. Good D by Anderson. Van Vliet outside. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Finney-Smith. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded close, and the shot goes down.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now here's Van Vliet. 11 points for him in that last game against Sacramento.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And we can talk all we want about their passing, but from three-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. James Harden is second.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Well, forget about using it as a backup plan. With the numbers this group puts up from deep, I think it should be plan A to have them stroking it from 3.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Well, certainly, Clark, the 76ers, the past few seasons, have given their fans plenty to feel good about.
Yeah, and you know, those Philly fans are really hard to please. They have great expectations and knowledge to go along with it. But you're right. I mean, it's been much easier to look on the bright side in Philly recently. The talent and results have been trending up in recent years, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Here's McLaughlin. Anderson outside, puts up a 3, and McLaughlin gets it to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now, here's Maxey. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. That shot wide open. Harden's got 12 in the game.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Wolves fans, you know them, you love them. Here they are, your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers. Wolves fans, you know them, you love them. Here they are, your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers. Here they come, now headed to the floor. It's your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Montrezl Harrell.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Here's Noel. His last outing, he had 8 points. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Maxey. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Down low. Finney-Smith kicks to Harden. Pass to Finney-Smith. From outside, off the mark. The Timberwolves trail. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Inside. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the first. The dish now to Embiid. Thibault with the ball. Working on Anderson. Thibault can't get it to go. To the middle. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Towns. And now it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead. Pass to Thibault. To the inside. Here's Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
When Joel Embiid entered the NBA, many questioned if he would be able to overcome the devastating injuries.
Well, you know, he didn't play his first 2 years in the league. Those questions were fair to ask. I mean, is this guy ever going to get on the court? But once he did, oh my, a monster. I've not seen a big guy do the stuff Joel Embiid can do. It's actually insane.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through, even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Here's Noel, defended by Thibault. Deep 2 from Anderson, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Here's Finney-Smith, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Harden. It's rebounded by McLaughlin.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Now here's Harden. He's covered closely. The shot missing. Here's Noel. Off target from outside. Launches a 3. And James Harden with the 3. Harden's got 15 points.
You've got to come to expect this from Harden. I mean, he'll take whatever the perimeter defense gives him. That's the sign of a really smart player.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Timberwolves lead by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Just stretching out the floor that first, they had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
The 76ers trail by 3. Anunoby out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Now, here's Thibault. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock at 4. Harrell trying to free himself up. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Edwards kicks to VanVleet. And D'Anthony Melton picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
You can almost feel the mindset he has. I mean, when the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Milton, with the shot, and McLaughlin gets it to go. McLaughlin's got 10 points in the game. And here is Milton. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Outside Edwards. That one goes. Counted. Edwards got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, confidence feeds on itself, and the more experience Edwards gets, I think the more confidence he'll continue to gain, especially operating in these pick-and-roll sets.
For three, Harris. Another three for Philadelphia.
So hard to challenge these shots, I mean, especially against the better shooters.
Van Vliet outside. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's McLaughlin. Traps in the tray. McLaughlin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Hilton the pass to Harris. Shoots over Anunoby. Harris's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 3. Outside Edwards. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. Kept alive. Minnesota fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And I've really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And we see stars, Clark, that dominate with skill. Others do it more with athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, obviously I'd like to have both skill and athleticism. But skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well. And I think that trumps athleticism over the long haul.
And the 76ers call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Wolves fans, you know them, you love them. Here they are, your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers. Give a round of applause to your Timberwolves dancers.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Harris. No good that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Van Vliet against Maxey. And that's good. Fred Van Vliet for 3. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 9 now for Minnesota. Melton kicks to Harris. On the wing, Milton. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And just miss after miss right now. Edwards, that's good.
You know, when you're a guard like Edwards, I think you need the teardrop in your arsenal. Too many great rim protectors in the NBA. That's a shot you need to have.
Now, here's Melton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. On the wing, Milton. The feed to Harrell. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Boy, great movement by Harrell, rolling off the pick that time. Gets himself into a good scoring position there.
Back to Van Vliet. Outside Edwards. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And you look at Anthony Edwards, and GA, he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
And Edwards, no good on that one.
And since being the first pick of the 2020 draft, Anthony Edwards has not disappointed.
I'll tell you something, partner. The Timberwolves got that one right. Did they ever? I mean, we knew about his nuclear athleticism, but the leadership, the work ethic, the ability to impact winning also have been evident. This is a multi-time All-Star going forward.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Milton. It's hauled in by Edwards.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And Anunoby, here we go.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
The pass to Maxey. On the wing, Milton. They get it back. Here's Harrell. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. I mean, he's able to get all over that shot.
Edwards, that's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And it's in there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's McLaughlin. 13 points in the game. Some solid defense from Harris. The 76ers trail by 13. Milton the pass to Melton. Maxey looking it over. Back to Melton. It's picked off. Here's McLaughlin. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
To the paint. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. McLaughlin's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Edwards, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Milton. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, Shake Milton, Clark, is 6'5". Has a 7-foot wingspan. I mean, that is insane size for a guard.
It sure is, Kevin. I mean, that's freakish length when you're only 6'5". And it allows Milton to guard positions 1 through 4. And I think that's critical in today's NBA with all of the switching we see defensively. So Shake's effort level helps him on defense as well. It's the wingspan and the want-to that make him a versatile defender.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Towns comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Anderson in for Edwards. Philadelphia also making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Harris. And it's Harden in for D'Anthony Melton. All free throws good for Milton. And Minnesota has possession. Anderson outside. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. And it's Van Vliet, top of the key. Dishes to Gobert. And he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Finney-Smith kicks to Milton. Six to shoot. Lets a floater go. And that one is off. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now, here's Milton. Following the miss by Fred VanVleet. Here's Embiid. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Now, here's Anderson. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. McLaughlin, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Back to Maxey. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Gobert with the block. Anderson outside. Van Vliet outside.
2 minutes.
The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
The Timberwolves shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in, and the 76ers also making a change. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Shake Milton. A free throw drops for Gobert.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Harden the pass to Embiid. Shot from 6. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now here's Anderson. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. Here's Towns, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Towns has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Another miss by Philadelphia. Timberwolves leading by 22. Anderson outside. Back to Van Vliet. Anderson right side. Passes to Noel. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds. A second chance effort. Gobert trying to get open. And Towns with the lay-in good. 10 points for Karl-Anthony Towns. Pass to Thibault. 17 seconds left to play here in the half. Stolen by Anderson. Towns finds Van Vliet. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Kyle Anderson, first personal foul. Second
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the 76ers, Matisse Thybulle. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops in there for Thibault. He hits both from the stripe. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Timberwolves ahead, running away with this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers. Coach, what did you think of the effort in the first half?
The effort's fine, I guess. Defensively, we got to be better, so that's part of the effort. But they're just scoring too easy. They're throwing us around. They are so much more the physical team right now, so we got to pick up our physicality.
I'm sure that will be discussed thoroughly before the next half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. We've got Maxey. Harrell is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Embiid in at the 5.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
It's good. Anderson's got 6 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Harris against Anunoby. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Here's Embiid. 5 to shoot. Here's Harris.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution. There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Well, free throw drops for Embiid.
You know, what I respect about Embiid, in addition to his tremendous skill and size, is his willingness to keep working on himself. He's already an elite talent, but if he sees any room for improvement, he'll go to work to make it happen.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Harrell down low. Defended by Anderson, and it's Harrell missing. Timberwolves leading by 21. Here's Anunoby. Good D by Harden.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Out to Harris. Launches it. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And hard to defend that any better. Sometimes Van Vliet is just going to score no matter what.
Outside, Maxey. Fires the three. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Anunoby, no good. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Anunoby's got 10.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Outside, Maxey puts it up. Offensive rebound. Embiid, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive and scoring the ball, they go to another level.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the strike.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
No good on that one. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in, and he's good on the second.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Harrell. Towns with the defensive effort.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Reed. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Embiid.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First trip to the line for him here.
Timberwolves, Nas Reed. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Reed. Both free throws good from Reed. Philadelphia's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Now Harrell. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I love the competitive spirit of Harrell. He never backs down. Shrugs off the tough inside defense and gets it to go.
Edwards passes to Reed. Now here's Anunoby. 10 points for him. There's the pass to Reed. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got assist number 8 now on the night. And Philadelphia calls time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Timberwolves on defense. Back to Harris. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Reed, and the shot is long. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Anunoby. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota?
And, guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
That's good from Anunoby. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Passes it to Harrell. Harden scanning the floor. Clock at 6. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers, Shake Milton.
And here are the 76ers now. Trains the three-pointer. Harden's got 21 in the game.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
VanVleet passes to Edwards. And he lays it straight in. Edwards got 13.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Milton with the ball. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Here's Anunoby. 13 points in the game. Here's Towns. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
One of the many skills that Towns brings every night is his offensive rebound.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, D.A., we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Now, here's Milton. He's guarded by Anunoby. Harden has a wide-open look. The three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Anunoby. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Milton. He kicks it to Harris. And the pass to Melton. Just 5 to shoot. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Melton's got his second bucket tonight.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Van Vliet, and the rejection by Embiid.
He is such a well-coordinated, fluid athlete for his side. Joel Embiid blocks a lot of shots and probably changes even more.
Too open that time, made it look too easy. Anunoby's got 9 points now in just the second half. Harden kicks to Melton. And here is Milton. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Melton finds Milton. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Reed with the block. And he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Minnesota making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Towns. Noel comes in for OG Anunoby. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Then for the 76ers, Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Minnesota with the ball. McLaughlin, the pass to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so Harden will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And guys, James Harden continues to be one of the most dominant offensive forces.
Kevin, I don't think there's any question about it. No matter what city is on the front
Timberwolves
of his jersey, as long as
Rudy
Harden
Gobert.
is on the back of it, you can expect the ball to go through the twine and for him to drop dimes, too. He's clearly one of the best scorers of this generation by far.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Anderson, he's checked in for Edwards. Melton, no good on the free throw. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Anderson outside. Here's McLaughlin. He's got 17. The offensive rebound, Gobert, and the rejection by Embiid. Here's Thybulle. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Here's Noel. Defended by Thybulle. Pass to McLaughlin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
First personal foul. 15 foul.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Jordan McLaughlin taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the 76ers making a change here. Maxi's checked in. so he gets them both. Philadelphia shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Thibault with the ball. He's against Anderson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
An NBA All-Defense for 2 years running. Matisse Thibault has been a game-changing defender from the minute he set foot in the NBA.
No good on the free throw. And Greg, we know at Washington, Thibault was the College Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 3.5 steals and over 2 blocks a game.
And per minute, not far off that pace in the pros. His opponent field goal percentage last season good for 2nd best in the league.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. The 3 from Harden. It's rebounded by McLaughlin.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Stolen by Harden. Passes it to Thibault. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Thibault's got 6.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to McLaughlin. Reed with it. The pass to Noel. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
And that's one more key to their lead, guys. I mean, they're creating opportunities for each other and not the other team.
Harrell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Finney-Smith kicks to Harden. Harrell, the pass to Maxey. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Reed. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Minnesota leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Naz Reid, and it's Noel in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Moore passes to Noel. And the call will be against George Niang. That is his first foul of the game. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the games. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Rivers gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Philadelphia shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Pass to Thibault. Pass to Milton. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Noel passes to Reed. From deep, Moore sinks the three-pointer. Moore's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Niang. No good there. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Now Rivers. Over Milton. Rivers can't get it to go. 76ers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Milton's shot is good.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Kicks it to Rivers. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. No good from Moore.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Thibault. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Minnesota. Korkmaz, he's checked in for the 76ers. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Noel. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Reed.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Niang kicks to Korkmaz. No good on the three. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. And there's the pass to Forbes. Now here's Moore. Trying to get open is Knight. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go. But it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
At the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. Clark, when you were playing, social media wasn't a thing. Now that you see it through your eyes, how has that changed the game?
I think it's changed it exponentially, and in many ways it's been good in terms of more people being able to be connected. You can expose more people to more of the beauty of the game. For marketing, I think it's terrific when you talk about video clips and all of the different kinds of content you can create and share globally around the game. The challenge, though, for the players is making sure that they keep the main thing, keep first things first, and not allow the noise of the internet and social media to be a distraction.
shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
George Niang. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
Korkmaz passes to House. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Moore. He kicks to Forbes. Here's Korkmaz. On the wing, Milton. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. The Timberwolves making a switch here. McLaughlin's checked in.
Jordan McLaughlin.
Right wing. House dishes to Reed. Poked away. 5 on the clock. Here's Milton. It's rebounded by McLaughlin. McLaughlin's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. A 3-ball. And it's Reed pulling it down. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Here's Niang. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Niang's got 4 points this quarter. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting just 30% from the field here in the 4th. Moore outside. Now the 76ers on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Forbes the pass to McLaughlin. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Knight kicks to Moore. Shot clock at 6. Niang passes to Korkmaz. Here is House. And no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Passes it to Reed. Out to the right wing. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Hits it from 3-point range.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Pass to Reed. Here's Korkmaz. Wide open. Connects. The jumper drops.
Boy, he could have taken himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
The pass to McLaughlin. Reed with it. Reed on him. 11 feet away. Reed misses. Philadelphia shooting around 37% in the 4th quarter. The minutes starting to wear on them. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Forbes the pass to McLaughlin. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
No, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
Come on, Greg, I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here is Forbes. Outside Knight. Back to Forbes. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
For a sharpshooter like Forbes, guys, getting points inside can only help him be more effective on the perimeter. It actually add a step to his quickness.
Korkmaz kicks to Milton.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Niang.
2 minutes.
2 points. That one goes.
High percentage play. He's excellent around the rim.
Timberwolves leading by 22. Moore outside. Pass to McLaughlin. And here's Reed. Clock at 6. Passes it to Forbes. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. And Knight slams it in.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
When you look at NBA salary numbers, Clark, some rosters are only guys on the max or the minimum, one or the other. What happened? What happened to the middle salary?
Yeah, it just kind of went away a little bit, Kevin. Well, when you have enough stars on your team, they take up the whole pie, and really they deserve it. But I think you got to have role players, too, who are willing to take a little less, the crumbs, so to speak. But when you're talking 7 figures, crumbs is probably a misnomer.
Rivers, he's checked in for Jordan McLaughlin. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for the 76ers. And so House nails both of them. Here's Rivers.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Minnesota.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And a one-sided season series this has been. In the final game of the year between these two, they end up doing everything necessary to finish up with a 2-0 record against the Sixers.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Rudy Gobert.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Rivers kicks to Moore. Back to Rivers. Reed against Knight. He dishes it to Moore. 5 to shoot. That shot misses. Pass to House. Another miss by Philadelphia. Now here's Rivers. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, thanks a lot, Carl. A lot of players got in on the action offensively. When you get it rolling as a team, how good can you be?
I mean, it's awesome, to get a chance to keep the defense guessing. We did a great job of that tonight. We did a fabulous job. We let our defense be our offense tonight, and that's when we were at our best. That's what happens.
It certainly was great on the floor tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.